Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, back to do another Ranking the Franchise. Today I'm going to do the Omen franchise, one that I don't think it's talked about enough. Um, I know a lot of people like the movies in the Omen franchise, well, a majority of them anyway, but in the horror community I don't feel it gets talked about enough. Maybe it's because it hasn't had it had the remake years ago, but it really hasn't had an updated look to the film, I guess. Now, just bear in mind that this is just my opinion. I actually don't hate any of these films, but wanted to give them a ranking and maybe talk about them just a little bit. Let's get started. Coming in last, Omen 4, The Awakening. This film takes a pretty big beating. I don't hate it. I was actually surprised when I first watched it that I liked it as much as I did. Um, Simply because it's gotten all the hate it's gotten. It does kind of, I mean, there is a drawback to it, the fact that Damien is not a part of the film. But, for what the movie is, I believe it was a television film, I think. But for what the movie is, I actually kind of like it. It's not terrible. But coming in at last place is Omen 4, The Awakening. Coming up next, The Omen, the remake. I was actually also surprised how much I like this film. Um, remakes, to me, remakes are kind of hit or miss. Um, there's not many of them I actually hate, but there's also not many of them that I feel, you know, really, I guess, needed to be made. This kind of falls into the category of not needed to be made, I think. But I didn't think they did a bad job with it. Liev Schreiber and Julia Stiles, I thought were pretty good in this. And the kid is, I mean, he's creepy. What can I say? It didn't really bring anything new to the franchise, I don't think. But it was kind of like a retelling or a reimagining of the story. So, but that is the Omen remake. Coming up next, The Final Conflict, or Omen 3. I actually really like this film. I like Sam Neill. I liked him in a lot of things he's played in, this being, of course, one of them. I do feel that the movie is a bit long, and it does drag a bit, but I do like seeing Damien kind of all grown up and trying to take charge of the, I guess, well, trying to become the Antichrist. So, in every sense of the word. And I like the political agenda that he has. So that is The Final Conflict, Omen 3. It's a cool film. Coming up next, and this may surprise a lot of people, excuse me, the original Omen. I do really like this film. I do feel it does drag in places, but this is the one that started it all. It's a really, really cool film. Um, Lee Remick and I'm trying to think of the guy's name. Now I'm drawing a complete blank on that. Believe it or not, Gregory Peck. Yeah, I thought they were really good in this film. I thought that the couple was a little mismatched. I thought he was a bit old for her, but I mean he's a tremendous actor in this. I like the overall story. Some of the special effects with the killings and all that are really cool. David Warner plays a really cool part in this. And it's just overall a really good film. And that leads me to my favorite Omen film is Damien, Omen 2. I just watched this again the other day, and I find this to be a really, really cool film. I like Damien in his teenage years, where he's still got a bit of innocence to him, but is starting to embrace his legacy. Um, William Holden and Lee Grant, I thought were really good in this. And I also liked his cousin or best friend, I can't remember which one. But he was really good in this, and I liked the interaction between Damien and him. And don't forget, Lance Hendrickson's in this, so that makes it really cool as well. But I like the kills in this. I like the overall story. I really like the end. I thought the end was classic. So, one of the better horror endings, in my opinion. But, so that's Damien Omen 2. My favorite Omen film. Love to hear what you guys think about your favorite Omen films. Do a ranking for them, comment below, or do your own video. Just bear in mind, this is my opinion. This is how I view the films. And until next time, guys, peace.